Welcome back to Adam's Insights. In today's episode, we dive deeper with Natomis in the heart of the Library of Congress 2025, where the black stone tablet opens a portal to the Cave of Shadows. Guided by Isis, the guardian of wisdom, and her white owl, Natomis uncovers the secret of self-awareness. Brace yourselves for an inner journey that'll shake your perspective. Hashtag Cave of Shadows.
Library of Congress, Washington, D.C., mid-May 2025, 9:12 a.m. In a secluded corner of the Library of Congress, dust drifts through faint sunlight streaming from a high window. Natomis sits on an old wooden chair, its floral carved legs creaking faintly. The archive room is a realm of shadows. Shelves groan under leather-bound books and rolled manuscripts, exuding the scent of aged paper and dry ink, as if preserving centuries' breath. A brass desk lamp with a cracked green glass shade casts a dim yellow glow, tracing a restless halo on the scratched wooden table. The black stone tablet, the size of a small book, rests in Natomis's hands, its glossy surface like a midnight river. Its carvings, interlocking circles, jagged lines like frozen rivers, and a central hexagonal eye pulse with faint blue light, alive with hidden energy.
Natomis, a young man with wavy black hair falling over his forehead and brown eyes tinged with unease, stares at the tablet. His pale face, lit by the symbol's glow, wears a faded black shirt and torn jeans, as if he's a visitor from another world. His heart beats unevenly, like distant drums calling him to something greater. The air is heavy with polished wood and dust, the silence broken only by a faint hum from the tablet, as if its symbols whisper in an unwritten tongue. Suddenly, a soft flutter of wings cuts through the quiet. Natomis looks up to find a small white owl perched on the table's edge. Its snow-white feathers shimmer silver under the lamp, its golden eyes gleaming like gems. Seeker of truth, the journey begins within. Its words echo in his mind. Not a physical voice, but a crystal-clear thought, both challenge and invitation. Warmth spreads in his chest, his fingers trembling as he touches the tablet again. An invisible vortex pulls at his consciousness, and the room dissolves like a dream, shelves and lamp fading into a swirl of light and shadow.
Cave of Shadows, time unknown. Natomis opens his eyes in a dark cave, its damp walls glinting with faint light from an unseen source. The air is cold and heavy, thick with the scent of wet moss and ancient earth, laced with a metallic tang. The walls are etched with strange carvings, glowing silver eyes watching his every move. Shadowy figures, distorted humans, birds with broken wings, and twisted horned creatures shifting as if alive. A small fire burns in a stone circle, its orange flames dancing as if telling a forgotten tale, casting wavering shadows on the rocky floor strewn with pebbles and gnarled roots.
Across the fire, a bearded man in a simple linen robe sits, his face calm as a still lake, his eyes deep with the universe's questions. "Welcome, Natomis," he says, his voice low and resonant. "I am Plato, keeper of this cave. You are here to ask, who are you?" He fades like a shadow. On the other side, a majestic woman sits, her dark blue robe adorned with silver stars that shimmer like miniature galaxies, golden wings glowing softly. Her lunar crown, framed by golden horns, radiates faint light, reflecting her serene face. The white owl perches on her shoulder, its feathers swaying as if in rhythm with the cave. I am Isis, guardian of consciousness, she says, her voice warm and wise, echoing like a whisper from eternity. You are here because your heart asks, who are you?
Natomis hesitates, the question weighing like a stone. Memories flood in. Late nights struggling with physics books, loneliness at school when friends ignored him, a promise to his mother to make a difference, a promise he feels drowning him daily. "I don't know," he whispers, his voice trembling. Isis leans forward, her eyes shining with compassion. "Not knowing yourself is the beginning, not the end. Let me share my story, that it may be a mirror for your soul."
Isis's tale. I am Isis, mother of the sky, guardian of the universe's secrets. My robe, woven from the heavens, sparkles with starry galaxies. My lunar crown reflects the world's soul. My white owl is my mirror and guide. I was born in the waters of Nun, the primal void before creation, daughter of earth and sky. With Osiris, my brother and love, we taught humanity to sow grain along the Nile, build temples to the stars, and read the sky's rhythms. I was the mother of the earth, weaving life's threads, spreading knowledge to the lost. But Set, the shadow, tore our harmony apart, slaying Osiris and scattering his body like seeds of loss.
I did not weep alone, Natomis. I gathered his fragments, traveling lands and rivers, and with my wisdom restored his life. From him I bore Horus, the falcon of light who vanquished darkness. My story is not just carved on Thebes or Dendera's walls. It's every soul's quest for wholeness, every heart choosing light over loss. I taught humanity that love outshines death, and wisdom turns wounds into stars. Isis raises her hand, the fire flaring brighter, the air tinged with ancient jasmine. My values are my essence.
Knowledge, a river flowing to those who dare to ask. I taught humans to read the Nile's rhythms and the stars' fates. True knowledge lies in questions, not answers. Wisdom, my light, the courage to face shadows. Wisdom is not the absence of fear, but the bravery to walk with it. Compassion, my beating heart, I smiled at your doubt, seeing the spark in your soul. Compassion gathers broken pieces, as I did for Osiris. Balance, the universe's secret, a dance of light and shadow. I who carry the moon and stars, know light needs shadow to shine.
The black tablet is a gateway to knowledge. Its carvings, circles, jagged lines, the hexagonal eye, are keys to understanding self and cosmos. The Brotherhood of the Wise, formed by Amun's priests, guarded it through ages, from Nile temples to Plato's academy. You, Natomis, are their heir, though you don't yet know it. But you must prove your worth. The cave's carvings pulse silver. The universe is a web of ideas, and the tablet is its mirror. Touching its symbols, you touch the cosmos's rhythm. The owl whispers in his mind, "This cave is your mind. It shadows your fears, failure, inadequacy. To see your light, face your shadow. Are you ready?" Isis points to a narrow passage, its rough walls studded with tiny crystals reflecting distant light. Ask, what binds you? Natomis sits on the cold ground, pebbles pressing into his knees. He closes his eyes, memories surging,
a classmate's mockery, his father's demands, an inner voice whispering, "You're not enough." Tears well as he opens his eyes. "I'm bound by fear, fear of not being enough," he says, his voice shaky but true. Isis smiles, a spark igniting in his soul. "You've seen your first shadow, Natomis. This is the beginning." Natomis stands, legs trembling, and steps toward the passage. Voices of doubt whisper, but the owl's wings beat like a second heart, urging him forward. At the passage's end, blinding light engulfs him. The fire dims, and the shadows fade like illusions. Natomis awakens in the archive room, still clutching the tablet, now glowing with a new symbol, a radiant sun, the mark of self-awareness. The clock on the wall is frozen at 9:12, as if time paused to witness his transformation. The white owl, perched on the table, gazes at him, its golden eyes gleaming. "Your first step, Natomis," it says in his mind, a gentle anthem. "Self-awareness is your first key. Prepare for the next test. It will demand your heart." With a flutter, the owl vanishes in a flash of light, leaving Natomis with the tablet and a new strength blooming in his chest, like a small sun rising within.
The journey is simple. Like Natomis, face your shadows. Ask who you are. Embrace your fears and step toward the light. Each step reveals your inner strength. Natomis's quest calls us to explore our own depths. Reflect on your shadows and share your thoughts. Join us for the next episode of Adam's Insights. #self-awareness.